like to talk about my final major project. It's titled Sleek Paw's Mystical Adventure. I've been working on this project from February to May. And it's about a Japanese Sleek Paw exploring the setting of Pitfall Island to save it from an ancient curse. But now the core of my project is just exploring a jungle village-themed environment. Now, you see that my project is going to be very similar to my previous FMP, but it's going to be different. I had to reuse some models and other features to implement into my project, and as well as adding new ones. Now, prior to my work on Project 1, I've already made a game design canvas. I would like to reuse it, but I need to make some changes. This right here is my floor plan. It was initially going to be worked on in my project, but we'll get to it later, but I have to add some changes to it. For my research, I took inspiration from a few video games: Echo the Dolphin, Spyro the Dragon, Masubelami Hub Adventure, Pitfall the Lost Expedition, and even the movie Lion of Oz. In the pre-production stage, I started working on a mind map and a mood board that are going to explain the features of my FMP. For my mind map, I categorize my idea into 4 different sections: the animals, the pickup items, the environment, and even the environmental objects. The animals are the main focus of my project. The playable character is going to be the jaguar, and the other animals are going to be enemies such as cobras, crocodiles, scorpions, monkeys, porcupines, and bats. The environment is going to be having features from a jungle and a native village. I done some research on jungles and villages in video games. And as for the objects, trees, rocks, and bushes are going to be my main focus. I'll be using that for my FMP. And the objects, they are going to include crystals for extra points and tokens for extra lives. My mood board is split into 4 different sections as well: the sources of inspiration, the playable character, the animal enemies, and the village tiles. Section 1 features the 5 works of media that are going to be the inspiration for my project. And section 2 is about the titular character, Sleek Paw the Jaguar. He starts with saving his home of Pitfall Island from an ancient curse that has struck him. This 3rd section features screenshots of animals that were featured as enemies in the game, Pitfall the Lost Expedition. And the 4th section features screenshots of villages found in video games. I would use Blender to create most of the models for the game. The first one is Sleek Paw the Jaguar. I will use the Jaguar model for my previous FFA, except I've added some changes to it, such as the color and the spots. The animals that are going to be the enemies of the game will be given bipedal positions, like they will stand on 2 legs. They will also be carrying 1 weapon each. Here we have 2 cobras and 2 crocodiles. The 2 cobras are holding a club and an axe, and the crocodiles are holding a dagger and a club. The porcupine model is holding a claw, and so is the scorpion model. The rat is holding a pair of stone fast, and the monkey is holding a mallet. The environmental objects are next. I am making the huts and tents. The huts will be shaped like cubes and cylinders, and the tents will be shaped like homes. Here they are, right here. I also made a totem pole. Each head placed on the pole features a boss of a certain stage. Now, I'm also reusing some environmental objects from my previous FFP, such as the border, the checkpoint signs, the bridge, the palm trees, and the bushes. Now, the pickup items are next. The crystals are going to serve as points to be collected. The token, on the other hand, is going to represent an extra life. I've used this model from my previous FFP, except I've given it a couple of changes. My floor plan is initially going to be divided into 4 sections: down, left, right, and up. Unfortunately, I have to scrap it entirely. I'm not sure if my models would work on the downward and upward path. I had to make my floor plans very straight, similar to my previous projects. This is what my floor plan is going to look like before I set up the models. The green parts represent the land, the blue square represents water, and that other square represents a gap. I will put a bridge on that. Here is my floor plan after I have put all the models in there. I've also done a bit of programming, but I only did it for the crystals and the tokens. Here is what the game looks like. After I finish the project, I have done a couple of videos about it. I used OBS Studios to record the game, and I edited them on Adobe Premiere Pro, and eventually I uploaded them on YouTube. But before that, I had to convert them into MP4 files using VLC Media Player. And here is the second video. It focused on the left side of the environment. This video here is about the right side of the environment. missed out on those 3 C's? Well, I do have a pretty good reason for that. Given the fact that some projects can be done by a group of people, so it's pretty hard to do a very major project all by myself. My FMP is, I'm not sure if my FMP is as good as I expected, but I did try my best to see it. And I wish I could improve it better, but I had to complete it before the deadline. I was just wondering about your opinions on it. So, this is my FMP. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Any questions? Okay, great stuff. Thank you very much.